Thank you so much for being here with us at the Team Marksman HR Leadership Conclave. I wanted to ask you a bit about creating a culture of high performance in today's day and age. Things have moved very, very rapidly in the past few years in terms of organizational landscapes and, of course, in the HR context as well. There are new vectors that have emerged today in terms of working from home, the remote gig economy. So, keeping all of that in mind, how do you create a model of growth, of performance that stays in tune with the times today?
I think when things get very complicated, going back to basics always helps. So even in today's age, when we are talking about many parameters changing, etc., what really matters is if everybody has clarity in terms of what we expect from that individual and what we expect as a business and stay focused on that, it is still possible to marry these complexities together and stay on the right course. So, yeah, I think having that clarity and having that alignment.
So then, when you say that clarity of thought, you're talking about the clarity of thought from the top down, or from the line management, or both, or how do you see it playing out?
So, when I'm saying clarity, I'm kind of referring to very old Japanese model of Hoshin Kanri. I think when I started my career many years back, that time because we were into TQM and all that, we adopted that technology, which is that process is still very common today. We have fancy names called balance scorecard, etc. for them. But what it essentially says is that your boss's goals have to translate into your goals, and your goals have to translate into your
So it's a
subordinates' goal.
cascading effect.
Cascading effect, and everything should be clearly interlinked. So once that is interlinked and we know what we want every person to do, then whether that person is doing from home or from office, as long as those areas are getting tracked, it makes life easier for everybody. And as human beings, when it comes to driving high performance, I think each one of us loves clarity. Very rarely you will come across people who will get excited with ambiguity. Arre, pata nahi maza aayega. A lot of us really get a kick saying that, I know what to do and now I'll give my best shot. So it works both ways for individuals as well as for the organization. I think that's the key thing.
But it's also wonderful to see how all of these timeless principles that have been passed on down the years still relevant in today's day and age, perhaps in a new avatar or a new
Yes.
name or whatever you
Yes.
want to call it, like you rightly mentioned. Before I let you go, I just wanted to get your thoughts on your experience here at the conclave, and your takeaways from it, if you had any perspectives that really grew on you through the day.
So I really enjoyed. I think the panel discussions were very insightful. I like the way I think there was a lot of thought gone into selecting the panel, ensuring it's cross industry and good mix. I enjoyed, and I think one panel before us that talked about skill building that has really stayed with me quite a lot. And the things that we talked about gig economy and it's going to become reality. I think that's something that's on top of my mind, even in our organization context, in terms of how can we leverage it, what are the opportunities, are we missing out on something, how do we adopt it. So I think that's a good takeaway.
Super. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.